presume that phrase meant something different in 2003 instead of what it means now, but we won't worry about that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to New Horizons, the fan-made mod for Pirates of the Caribbean, or Sea Dogs 2, or whatever the hell you fancy calling it. I wasn't initially planning on doing any more videos on this, but I thought that we might as well, because it seemed quite good, and people seemed to be enjoying the first video on it, at least to a certain degree, and making the Sea Dogs 2 series was probably one of the most pleasant memories I've got recent times, so let's get the hell on with it, shall we? Right, so last time, I think, we did this chap here, for reasons I don't understand, because he doesn't actually seem to have a ship, which, you know, would seem to be a little bit of a weakness. When it comes to picking him as a pirate versus all these other people that actually have ships, apart from this person seems to sail the seven seas on a scabbard and a scroll, which I don't worry about that. Yes, I would really rather like to see a little bit more of this game and be slightly less ghastly at it. I think that would be marvellous. I don't quite know why the music's so very quiet, but we'll live with it. Yes, so I believe that if I start as Nathan Hawke, I'll get some kind of tutorial, which will go better than last time, when I seem to remember that my ship got sunk, and then I was in a dinghy, and then I think I got murdered by somebody. I genuinely can't remember how it went. It was also embarrassing that I've tried to wipe it from my memory. But anyway, yes, I don't think that this campaign with Nathan Hawke is going to be exactly the same as the main game. I think it's sort of revamped and expanded a bit, so I thought we could use this as a little bit of an introduction to it, and then we can, you know, we can always move into a different campaign, you know, later down the line and be somebody else, probably not this person. There is only one small problem with your crew. They don't exist, seemingly. We shan't worry about that. Yes, anyway, yeah, let's get on with it, and hopefully we find a tutorial. Various different levels of difficulty: swashbuckler, sea dog, mariner, or landlubber. Very amusing words to say, all of them. I'm not entirely sure how difficult we'll go with. Let's go mariner, because I'm not completely inexperienced, but also don't have the faintest idea what I'm doing. What sort of background can I have? I can be a merchant, I can be a naval officer, I can be a physician. You really don't want me sorting out your medical problems, they'll get significantly worse. Be a quartermaster, I can be a rebel, a rogue, a sailor. Surely all of these people should have some knowledge of sailing. A social climber. I mean to go to places in. You mean to go places in life. If a ship can take you there, then so be it. I have no idea what you're babbling on about. A sword master. My giddy, you're cursed. I mean, I am, but that ain't the point. Castaway, adventurer, agent, army veteran, corsair, engineer, explorer, gambler, gunner, mariner, merchant. No, we've gone all the way around again. Okay, fair enough, man alive. So I'm not entirely sure what these rates are going to be. Maybe like the rate at which they increase or something, perhaps. I don't know, really. Let's go with maybe a sword master, a little bit more melee, a little bit more leadership. That seems vaguely reasonable. A fencing master from Europe. Well, half of it's true, and it's not the bit about being able to handle a sword. You have trained soldiers and noblemen alike to know one end of a sword from another. I mean, that would help, wouldn't it? You know, it's baby steps, but they're all important. Bored of this pursuit, you have bought a ship and made your way to the Caribbean. Yeah, let's be a sword master. Why not? Other bits. Oh, golly, I can have myself a pirate flag. What sort of pirate flag should we go with? Let's go with... what's the frickin' derpiest one we can find? I think this one, because it's printed so small that nobody would ever actually be able to see it, and thus no one would know who I am. So yeah, let's go with that one. And then, what's this? This is my nation flag. My personal flag! Oh, goodness. Some of these flags I recognise as places, and I'm carefully not mentioning which ones are which, because I'm slightly afraid of muddling them up, and thus offending people. So I don't actually know what this is the flag of, but I guess we will stick with it for the moment. Okay, so I can be from whoever I want. Interesting. Is that going to actually make any influence on the game or not? I don't know, but what with the old accent and everything, it only makes sense that I would be a Brit. So some very interesting flags here. That's quite a curious looking one. I guess we will stick probably with this one because I don't want to get any. I like these ones. I like this. You just fly the flag, surrender before you've even bloody begun. I like that. But yes, this looks some sort of phoenix rising out of the ashes, which might suggest I'm going to do slightly better at this than I did last time. Couldn't do much bloody worse. But yes, you can also sort of change your character image, I think. I assume that's the only thing that it would change, and your sort of fame, named. Yes, most people are, but never mind. Nation, can I change this? Is this to narrow down who I'm looking at or not? I genuinely don't know, but I do seem to have lost where the hell it was I was in the list. This is a bloody big list, but we shan't worry about that. If I come off that, will it reset? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, anyway, obviously lots of customizations. Let's get on with playing the blooming game, shall we? Hang on a minute. The game has suddenly reduced the difficulty while I wasn't looking, probably, and it's also changed my flag again. Stop doing that. I want the derpy flag. That's better. Can I change my ship at all? Yes, I can. Can I just start with like the best ship? Presumably I can't. I can have an 8, a 7, or a 6. Oh. Why would I start with a worse one? I don't really know. Let's start with the cutest looking ship we can find. That's quite cute. All right, I like that one. Adaptable, fast but pouring crosswinds. Pirate scheme featuring dark hull and red markings. Oh, that sounds exciting. Yeah, let's have this one. A brig. Yes, I rather like the brig. I know we didn't get much of a chance to actually play one in the main game, so they were quite a decent little ship. Right, let's play the game. Hopefully. Oh yes. Delete profiles with saved games and create new one? Do you mean forget about all the horrific things I did last time? Yes! Ahem. Hopefully we'll get a tutorial. I would emphasise that while mucking around in the files, I found a couple of manuals which I thought would be interesting to read. One of them is 75 pages long, and the other was 230 pages long, so I decided not to read those, apart from the one that said it had a tutorial in it, but then it said that this isn't a Disney game, we're going to get rid of the hand-holding, and you're not going to have a tutorial, which didn't help, but never mind. Okay. This is good, at least. We seem to at least be speaking to somebody, which is more than I remember from last time. Begging your pardon, sir, but I'm thinking of retiring. I know it is a brave new world we have here, with lots of room for enterprising individuals seeking excitement and souls with a taste for adventure. But what used to seem a simple life nowadays has me a bit uncertain of my bearings. Perhaps it's my old age taking its toll. How do I change into different bits of dialogue? I don't know. Oh, with this, right here. Will you just spit it out, man, like the calamari that disagreed with you? And just tell me what you're doing here in my cabin. Oh dear. There's no time to chew the fat about the old days. Life afloat may be more complex now, but the Lookout reported a French battle fleet on the way, and I would hate to get in the middle of that. Spoiler alert. I know there's a storm raging, but we may end up far adrift or even shipwrecked. However, I will face the risk. Set sail right away. So if you're leaving, I'll say goodbye and good luck. Oh, interesting. So I thought this actually was the button to just get rid of the tutorial, but perhaps not. What do you mean by uncertain, Malcolm? What is the problem? Well, things are not how they used to be. There's no need to shout, man. You're the old deaf badger. I'm not. There is so much talk about such things as who's at war with whom, and where smuggling is being squeezed and such, and how that affects us poor sailors' treatment wherever we go. Even honest merchants, privateers, and the Navy all need to watch their step. Smuggling, too, is not as easy these days, with many islands having better organised excise patrols. Makes me worry I won't live to see my retirement. Are you suggesting that I'm going to do mischievous things involving pirating and smuggling and getting us all killed? Because that definitely is going to happen. Whilst it may seem confusing to an ignorant sailor, it is just a matter of knowing the international situation, understanding a common code of behaviour, and how much you can bend either to your advantage. I'm sure I recently saw some books on nation relations and That sounds funny to say and sounds slightly naughty, but we won't worry about it. And smuggling that would help you understand how to prosper in the new world. That may be, sir, but we just follow your orders and we take it that you know what you're doing. I don't. As long as you keep abreast of the situation and know those books, I guess we'll be fine. Just following orders is always a weak plea. Of course I expect you to follow them. That is why I am the captain, and I have a big hat, except I don't. But you should try to understand why they are given. I'm sure you will agree it's a great life if you know what you're about. You can't just sail these waters without running afoul of someone sooner or later. Indeed not, Captain. And on top of the risk of falling foul of any nation and its allies, or getting embroiled with smugglers, there are numerous other ways to run into trouble, such as a cat jumping on the desk. Please move your big bottom. Thank you. Why are you slightly damp? That's really rather worrying. So many desperate villains roam the streets of these Caribbean outposts, and you can hire an assassin for a pint of rum. And don't expect any help from the corrupt colonial authorities. The town guards won't lift a finger to protect people like us. And you've got to watch your back all the time. You'd best take a bodyguard with you when you're on land. How exciting. I do remember that from the manual of the main game. This may go quite slowly, so if you're looking for, action-packed, then I suggest you skip the first bit and go to the next episode. A bit like when we started the original playlist. It may go a bit slowly at the beginning. But that's interesting, because I remember in the manual of the main game it said that you need to be prepared for combat at any time, which wasn't ever really true. Occasionally there were a few moments in the main campaign where you got attacked in town, but for the most part towns were extremely safe, so I always did wonder about that. Not that the manual in the main game was very reliable, given that even the page numbers were wrong, but we won't worry about that. It seems my adventure in the Caribbean is going to be more risky than I may have expected. I'll have to be careful until I've got my sea legs and learned all the ways things operate in these parts. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, Malcolm? Well, Captain, yesterday you asked me to remind you of some things you needed to do today. Indeed. Never mind all that. Look out. Yes, I know the French are coming to attack us all, but we'll deal with them tomorrow. Very good, go then. Take your personal equipment. Remember, you should always have your blade, pistol, and spyglass with you. Who knows what can happen? Where did I put these things? Your stuff is in the big chest over there. Just go across to it, and you'll see the hand icon on the top left of the screen. This means you can do something there. Press the action button, whatever the bloomin' hell that is. If you see a box or chest in this manner, you'll see an interface which will allow you to take items from the container and put it in. That could take your possessions, and come talk to me when you're done. Right! You've received a new item. There is a gentle breeze. Is there? Goodness, this seems a lot smoother than the main game. I seem to have a great big pair of golden boots, which is a marvelous thing. It's a very interesting little painting, isn't it? Like a woman and a child, but it's got a strange candle as well. All right, what's the interact button? Space, perhaps? Oh, yes, indeed. Huzzah! Right. Excellent. I've got all sorts of things. A compass, and a clock, and a merchant license. You need paperwork to buy and sell stuff, for crying out loud. Alright, let us take some monies. Cheap spyglass, bottled antidote, saber, pistol, spyglass. Oh dear. This is gonna be bloody fun. A bandage roll that someone else already seems to have used. The Art of War. I mean, it is a classic. Some gunpowder and some bullets. Interesting. So there's actually going to be a system of ammunition in the game. I didn't know that. Okay. Right. Got my little cannons here so that we can shoot people, and a little casket of rum so you can have a drink while you're shooting people. What's in here? Nothing. This is a frightful shame. Alright, anything else over here? Weapons locker. What's all this about? Oh, this has got other stuff in it. Muskets and grape shots. How curious. Righty-ho then. I do remember one detail. I don't quite know where I remember this from, but it may have been while I was testing this back in the old days before I even managed to get the main game running, but it said something about there being like a weapons chest on the ship that you could fill full of like swords and pistols, so that when you were boarded, your crew had better weapons to fight with. Governor? Great, you should now equip your weapons and spyglass. To do that, press the character screen key and then go to the inventory. In the inventory, there's some categories at the bottom of the screen of weapons, medications, items, maps, and quest items. To equip your sword, click the weapon icon, then look for your sword, click on the equip, or click release to unequip it. Do the same for your pistol. Yes, all seems perfectly straightforward. Not all items can be equipped. Equip your things. Alrighty then, I will do that. Here is my thing. Inventory. That's up here behind my flap and pie hole that you can't see. Your trusty fists! I like this game. They may not do as much damage as real weapons, but they can knock your opponent out. And as you increase in your rank, so does your ability to beat the living daylights out of your foe. I'm going to enjoy this. A common saber. Better designed for use from horseback than on a ship's deck, but an effective, if simple, weapon. So you need the sort of advantage that you're scooting by somebody on horseback and you wish to, you wish to murder them and chop their head off. Indeed, more of a melee weapon than a gun, frequently used to deliver a gut shot to an unsuspecting foe. To be honest with you, that's sort of what it was all for in the first place. Ordinary ammunition. Check your gunpowder often. It may easily become wet. Interesting. So some sort of dynamic about getting stuck in the rain, presumably. Bullets for all types of pistol except the grape shot pistol. Okay, fair enough then. Alright, so I don't need to equip any of that right then. Those are my weapons. I've got my medicines here. Cocktail that cures poison. Maybe there'll actually be something in the game that can bloody poison me, unlike last time. Not that I particularly want to be poisoned, but you know what I mean. Cloth bandages to stop bleeding, indeed. Normal compass. This is much more useful than a cheap one. It can show you the wind and the ship's velocity. I don't know how the hell it works that out. The land and firing zone of your guns, as well as the floating grey triangle and sinking blue triangle around you. Plus one to sailing. Oh, marvellous. Can I equip that? Indeed! Oh, speaking of spyglass, what's the difference between these two? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Speaking of that, I was replaying a little bit of the main game the other day, just for fun, just to go out and sink a few ships. And I slightly discovered that the spyglasses that I've been buying the whole way through, I hadn't made any use of whatsoever, because you have to go down on deck in order to actually use a spyglass so that you can look at a ship and see the information about it, which I didn't realise. So all of those new spyglasses that I bought and all of the time and money I invested into getting them was a complete waste of time, because I never used them, because I am a moron. But other than that, it's going brilliantly. What can you tell me about a clock? Knowing the time aboard a ship has always been very important in navigation. This simple clock, measuring 10 centimeters in diameter, can be hung from the ceiling of your captain's cabin, and it will tell you the time while sailing at sea. However, this clock is not very accurate and cannot be used for determining your position using the stars. Use a clock for that? Crying out loud, I thought that's what a sextant was for, but apparently not. Simple spyglass with a cracked lens. Allows you to see ship's name, type, and speed. What does this say? Name, type, and speed. Also, there's a cheap spyglass and a downright shameful one. Can only be one letter apart. This particular one was formerly owned by Yuri Rogar, who quickly dumped it in favour of something better. Yes, yeah, maybe I'm going to go with the cheap one instead of the shameful one. I don't really know what that is or where that's from, but never mind. While the goings-on of the great nations may seem unimportant to a simple sea captain, your actions can have a great impact on how you are treated by ships at sea and towns' forts. This book contains various important notes to help you navigate safely through the treacherous waters of international politics. This is like a skill book, then. Or is it more of a tutorial book? They may be hostile to you for any of the following reasons. They are hostile to the nation whose flag you are flying. They are hostile to you personally, and who could honestly blame them, and have recognised you for flying a false flag. How curious. Can I scroll down? Yes, I can. They remember you being hostile in a previous encounter. You have deliberately opened fire on them. Deliberately firing on friendly ships or accidentally hitting them reduces your reputation. Interesting. What's this about false flags? The use of false flags to gain a tactical advantage prior to battle is rather dishonourable and probably banned in the Geneva Convention, but we won't worry about that. Or to enter an enemy port under cover is perfectly legal. You are required to hoist your true flag, or at least a flag hostile to the target, before opening fire. Forts and ships may see your change of flag if you are within visual range, or in other words, you can see them. We're not on the USS Voyager, for crying out loud. Be warned, forts can see a long way. If a fort sees you under a hostile flag, it will remember it and recognise you. Therefore, if you enter a hostile port under a false flag, be sure to hoist your false flag well away from the coast. If you recognise, there are several ways to avoid further retaliation. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we will find out about that. Interesting. So a bit of a tutorial book. That's nice. I don't think I've ever heard of a game like that where it not locks the tutorials away, but you have to sort of find actual skill books instead of just clicking on them to gain a skill. You actually learn something. Why have all of these things been unequipped? I don't remember consenting to none of that. Right. Have I done all my things now? What? I'll do it now. Hang on a minute. Where are my guns gone? Why have all my things vanished? This is not going frightfully well. I must have read that book so much that everything fell out of my pockets. There we are. I think I got all of my things now. Very good. Before we continue, we should take care of one important thing to determine your survival during boardings. Every ship has a weapons locker where arms used for boarding parties are stored. You'll be able to find it in the captain's cabin. This locker has a special symbol, a knife crossed with a pistol. You can access it like a normal chest. The better weapons you put in there, the more successful your crew will be during deck melee. Your crew will put all the weapons back after the boarding action, together with those they take from defeated enemies. When you're in the cabin of a captured ship, you can inspect the weapons locker to find additional weapons. Ah, interesting. So presumably I can give them like all my old hand-me-downs, for example, instead of just selling them. Cool! To help with boarders, put that bunch of cutlasses in the weapons locker. Okay! I don't think I've got any cutlasses, but alright. This is my weapons locker, isn't it? Do I have some cutlasses then? Shouldn't I keep the cutlass, because the cutlass is better than the, than the saber, but never mind, the pen is mightier than the sword. Alright, you sure they wouldn't do with like 11 of them? Never mind, alright, fine. Fine, the crew come first, after all. Should teach you a bit about swordplay, if you'd like. Alright, just a quick one then, because I think I remember most of it from last time. Because I imagine they won't have changed a frightful amount of it. When you approach the door, you'll see the open the lock icon. Yeah, press the action key to go through. Okay! Is it going to be raining? Yes, it is. Oh dear, we seem to be on a very small ship. Never mind, size isn't everything. Now, Captain, draw your sword and get familiar with the controls. Yes. Let's hope that all of this is exactly the same way as it was before. Yep, I can still do that, I can still do that. I still can't strafe left and right, which still pisses me off to these days, but never mind. And I can do some bashing! Huzzah! I've got an awful lot of health. Why am I bashing so much more slowly? I remember doing it a lot faster in the previous game, never mind. Bring it on! I'll fight back this time. Be careful, Captain, and don't forget to block incoming blows. Alright, I'll do my best. It's interesting, I took a little bit of damage then. I'm wondering if that was some sort of penetration of my block. Or if this is more based on ratios and like... He's not getting staggered half as often. Oh my giddy aunt, he's irritatingly intelligent. He waited for me to stop blocking. That's my trick. Never mind, never mind. If you've been wounded in a fight, you can recover some health using potions, bandages, and other healing items. Yes, indeed. To do that, you should press the quick command menu key and use the select the use icon, then press the action key. I do wish they'd just say like E or space or whatever. Never mind. What's next? Before we leave our ship, I must tell you about skills and attributes. Yes, indeed. Fighting enemies in completing quests, you get experience points, and then you get points to put in your abilities. During sword play, your melee skill will improve. When improvement reaches 100%, you gain a level. Ah, okay. So we're doing this more like Skyrim than like Fallout? Because in Fallout you just assign the points to get things better when you go up a level, and then in Skyrim you actually have to use the thing to make it get better. To get all the information in a character, go to the character screen. There you can see your character's rank, reputation, money, abilities, and hit points, as well as the percentage required for upgrading a given skill to the next level. You have an ability point. You can distribute it now or later. Okay, how do I earn skill points? Which one interests you? Not dying, so melee. You should practice with your blades a lot, just be careful not to injure the innocent bystanders. Okay, what about like grappling? Every time you throw a grappling hook, presumably that's by boarding a ship, but leadership. Talking with people in towns, completing quests, and paying your crew regularly. Okay, so it's a reputational thing. What about luck? Luck improves when you play card games in taverns. You'll also improve when finishing quests by talking to encounter people. But beware, when your luck is low, some of them may try to steal all things. How mean of them. Mind you about the business we have planned for today. Let's go and sell the cargo to a local trader, which shouldn't be hard to find. The ship took some damage and the storm needs to be repaired. Yep, indeed, it's all quite similar thus far. That's good, that means it will be slightly less likely that I'll bollock it all up. Hire some new crewmates, indeed. Spyglass is old and scratched. Let's get you a new one. Huzzah! Right, okay. He seems to have disappeared off to the harp. Oh no, that's not a harpoon hanging off. That is in fact that's an anchor. Right, that's curious. I genuinely remember this being a lot faster than it is now. Maybe that's my imagination, or maybe I'm going insane. Maybe my melee skill is influenced by that. Like the higher my melee skill, the faster I'll bash people with stuff. I don't know. Right. Show available posts. Okay, so it hides all the ones that I can't do. Does this number suggest how many it takes? Yes, 2 points. Okay. You can find this wisdom in a book. Oh, interesting. So I can like unlock a perk, or why does this have a big burly arm in it? I do not know. The highwayman in the jungle can teach this to you. I feel like if I meet a highwayman in the jungle, he's very likely just to bash my skull in, but never mind. Okay, so I can either unlock these things, or I can meet people that can teach them to me, or that sort of stuff. Alrighty then. Most of these seem much the same, apart from these men who keep taking their shirts off and cosplaying as mummies, but never mind. Yeah, some of these seem quite similar, some of them seem a bit different. Musket volley, what's this? Right, I love this image, this is so cute. Right before boarding an enemy ship, the character's crew fire their muskets. This salvo kills some of the enemy's crew, depending on the size of the character's crew, minus defense bonuses. Oh, cool and interesting. Cooking lessons! Seems a bit domestic. Your food consumption, what is this, hardcore mode? Come on, it. Master of Disguise, what, like Robbie Rotten? Which decreases the chances of a false flag being detected. Oh, curious. Okay, well there's a lot more here to get than otherwise, so that's grand. Landowner, what's one about? Gain the government's trust to enable this ability. Crop yield is 50% higher on a character's estate. What the bloomin' hell are you talking about, mate? I do not understand. But then again, that's the whole reason I'm playing this bloody game. Because I want more, and I'm enjoying it. Right, should we just do something boring and go for just melee stuff? Character's blocks 20% harder to pierce, and melee damage is decreased by 10. That seems reasonable. The cat being so noisy does not, but don't worry about that. Choose outfit. Even I get changed quicker than this, and I have quite a lot of things to take off and put on, but don't worry about it. Right. Oh my giddy aunt! It's just taking forever. Shush, babe. I know we're in a pickle, that's not the point. Hush. Okay. Okay, enough frivolity. Let us get on with life. What the hell is that? Some sort of milk churn, perhaps. Only lacking a milk maiden. Never mind. It's not Thursday the 16th of April. I think it's Monday. Or it's Tuesday. One or the other. But never mind. Let's get on with the game and see if we can have some more adventures. We do seem to be at Oxbay again, which would make sense if we're going to have to deal with another French invasion. If you wish to buy a spyglass, you should be able to do that now. Most places have street traders hawking their wares. Very well, let's just do that. As you wish, Captain. Follow me. Do you think there's another another little cave down there? You know what I'm interested in? Do I swim as slowly in this version as I do in everything else? I don't know. I don't need to be able to swim yet. Yes, I do. What is it with this game being criminally slow at swimming? I don't understand. Oh yeah, there is a cave there. Oh gosh. I hope this game has more dungeons in it than the base game did, because that would make things quite exciting. What is that? It's the winner of last year's sandcastle competition. Is the bloody obvious answer. That's a beautiful little ship. And look at the sea. It doesn't look like it's had a load of Ribena spill in it. I'm so bloody sorry about that stupid bug in the game and buggering up the water textures all the time. I'm sorry about that, alright? I did my best to get the game running as best I could, but I'm just not quite clever enough, alright? Who is this? Who is this rather grubby gentleman? Hello, grubby gentleman. Looks like you are busy. Finish your business first. Alright. Why are you so stationary? Why are you so grubby? I don't know. I'm frightened. I'm going to run away from this man before he says something scary to me. Right. See that? Right. With a, what looks like a soldier, perhaps? And Barbosa as well. Interesting. Hello! there was actually a character model of a person who was modelled surprisingly similarly to Barbosa in the base game, actually, so perhaps I shouldn't be so surprised. You know, mate, this is just a suggestion, I'm not a tactical genius, I've only read the preface of The Art of War, but you know, if you looked in that direction, you might see the French before they arrive. But never mind, I'm guessing that's the fort? It's a blooming tiny one. Bib. Yes, you can be a cat on the pirate ship and catch all of the sea rats. Of course you can, but you can't do that on my desk. So kindly leave me alone. Right, let us see what we can do. This seems a little bit bigger, just in terms of the port, I mean. It just seems a little sort of wider and larger than otherwise, but never mind.
Aye, Governor.
Street traders sell various goods and can normally be found by their stores during the day. You should be able to buy a new spyglass, talk to them and ask them what they have to offer. You'll see categories for weapons, medicines, items and maps. What sort of maps can I buy? That's quite interesting. Then choose how many you wish to buy and voila, you're ready to go. Right, let's speak to this portly gentleman.
Will you spare a moment, kind sir?
Hello. Let's see what things you have to buy. So we've got weapons, we've got medicine, we've got items, we've got maps. What sort of maps have we got? Jamaica map. A map of Jamaica. Well, that sort of makes sense, I suppose. Alright. Other thing we got. Barbados cave map. Oh, I can buy a map of a cave. That would have been really bloody useful in some of those dungeons back in the base game. But you shouldn't worry about that. Alright. What, I'm guessing this number is how many I've got and that number is how many they've got. That would be my guess. A hatchet. Is this a weapon I can use? Yes, it is. Handy for surprise attacks, but little value in defense. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to try and defend myself with that. All sorts of other weapons, including a pickaxe. Kidsy yards. Normally used for picking away at rocks, but also suitable for picking away at enemies. Someone with a sense of humour wrote this. What's this going to say? Usually used for digging up the ground, but also useful for digging up your enemy's brains. Capable of both cutting and whacking. After killing your victim, you can give him his funeral straight away. I'm going to have fun with this. Oh dear, oh dear. This is going to be a good game. Early bayonet of the plug type. This knife has a round handle that slides it directly into the musket barrel. Really? Where I come from, bayonets go underneath the barrel. That way you can still shoot and poke people without one interfering with the other. But never mind. A pistol, presumably a lump of gold or something? Oh, armour. Chance to stop. Slash percentage of damage taken if not stopped. Swords, guns. Oh, it's a bit of armour. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, can I buy some better stuff? What's this worth? A surprisingly large volume of money. Not that he's willing to sell it to me, because I seem to have equipped the wrong one for reasons unknown. Alright. Bloody hell, that's expensive. Alright, hang on a minute. Let me buy this. Yeah, I'll buy this, even though it's very expensive. And then I will... Oh, it's automatically equipped it. That's very intelligent, because I was about to come out of here and then unequip this one so we could sell it. But that's alright, actually, because if we sell both of those, that'll make us 1,200, which is most of the money that we've just spent on that. So, let's sell this. As amusing as it is, it isn't frightfully useful. And we'll sell that as well. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this word is. It keeps appearing on my character sheet, confusing me. But never mind. These are worth a few bits. That's worth a surprising amount, actually, but it's also probably quite important, so we won't worry about that. Right, what's next, Mr. Man? Let's sell the goods we have brought. Okay, let's go to the local trader. Yes, indeed. Do we have, like, fast travel in this, like we did last time? I can talk to myself, presumably. Maybe we don't have fast travel. One thing I do remember reading in the first couple of pages of the manual that I was able to get through before I realised it was 230 blooming pages long. Which, I'm glad there's more information rather than less, but my giddy aunt was that too much information for me to read in an afternoon. I'm a busy man. I know where the store is, and you have some goods on board that you should sell. Yes, indeed. You can have a look in the cargo hold. Yep, see which ship is available to view. List of goods that you have, and see the amount of ammunition. Okie dokie. Let's actually have a quick look at that. No, one of the things I do remember looking at was that it was complaining about, like, historical inaccuracies. saying that the game wasn't actually set in the... What is this? What? What have I done? I don't know. It won't let me click on anything. Oh dear. What? I clicked on this and it's put a little cross there, and now I've signed something, and now I don't seem to be able to click on anything or do anything, and oh gosh. This is really bloomin' bad, actually. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm just typing. What is this? Is this my name? Is that what this is? How did my name change from Nathan Hawke to whatever that is? Oh, I don't know. Right. I know if I could actually get it to go capital. I know Nathan actually goes by Nathaniel, but that's too many syllables for me to work out. There we are. That bloomin' hell, that's bright. Never mind. At least now I've got a proper name. But no, yes, it was talking about the... complaining that the game wasn't actually set in the Caribbean, but was just set on, like, a little mythical archipelago that doesn't actually exist, which I don't think is that much of a problem, really. And talking about historical inaccuracies, like, uniforms and types of ships and flags and all sorts of things not being wholly accurate. My goodness, it's a spooky-looking man. You here to kidnap some children on the Mephisto? The monk pobbles himself with a heavy book in an act of repentance. Don't interrupt my one-man procession. What are you talking about? Please forgive me, but you don't look like the average monk. How should the average monk look? Slightly less self-confident, slightly more succulent, and slightly less dangerous. I don't know. Well, definitely, I know you're a walking sack of potatoes. With that silly sack-like cloak and all. Your head looked like a big rotten scurvy spit of potato. Oh man alive. This is what it's like if you play Fallout 4 on the or just use the sarcastic things. You are no monk, you are a spy, perhaps even a loony masquerading as a potato sack. Oh, I like this game. Shouldn't you be in Bedlam? Man alive, is that how old Bedlam is? I don't know. I'm going to try and not irritate him. Interesting. Could it be? Maybe. Now I'll ask you a question. What is stronger, a fine sword or a feather? Depends on which particular area of a nether you decide to tickle someone with it. The sword. Ever tried to fight against the sword waggling about the feather? Oh dear, you know, I've had a bit of a rough weekend, so this is a nice way to cheer me up. The feather, not in a fight, but in the long term it could kill more men than all the swords put in. Oh, you mean the swords. Right, depends on the mind that masters the feather or the sword. That much I generally agree with. You're walking on the smart side, aren't you? Can you prove you're really that smart? I hope so, but what do you have in mind? I offer ye these relics free, each with a special power, but with a great burden. Please be more specific. If you take one, you will not be able to leave the archipelago, and be able to come back and resume where you left off, unless you have found sanctuary on consecrated ground, until you relinquish in a more specific member of my order. Do you mean I can't save? Is that what you're trying to say? In a very, potato sack shrouded sort of way. We'll see if you're as smart can be, is for you to choose. Oh, and I'm out of holy hand grenades, so don't bother asking. Interesting. The cross that increases my combat skill. The one that doubles my health. The third cross will help me in commerce and trade, legitimate or illegitimate. The burden is too high. I was looking for holy hand grenades. Apparently you haven't any. That's really... Is that like a hardcore mode from Fallout New Vegas, where it makes things more difficult? I was going to say, but then it makes the game more fun. I mean, not really. It just makes the game more difficult in Vegas, but never mind. That's very interesting. I feel like that could be really fun, but not being able to save is going to make doing videos very difficult, so I'm gonna move away from that. Come back if you change your mind, or if you feel drastically burdened, you could try destroying it in the fires of a certain Mount Doom. That would work. You're making a lot of pop culture references that won't be written for a few more 100 years, so don't worry about it. Interesting. Okay, let's get out of the bloomin' rain before we get our nice waistcoat ruined, and let us go to the shop and sell a few things. Talk to the merchant. Sell your silk and leather. Interesting. Not chocolate and leather. Because I have a funny feeling that in the main game, chocolate is not actually being imported in Oxbow, but it's actually being exported. But we won't worry about that. Do you need any more details on trading? We can use the money acquired from the trade to hire crew and repair the ship. Do you need any more clarifications? I bet I'll worry about that later. I'll wait outside the store. Remember, dealing with a merchant will help raise your commerce skill, giving you the opportunity to get a better deal later. That sounds fair enough. Do you have any things I could
My good
steal?
man, I welcome your coin and your company.
That's very kind of you to say. I don't know why the bloody mouse sensitivity has gone through the blooming floor. Well, he's changed his tune, hasn't he? Well met, mister. My humble shop is at your service. Thank you. I would like to trade things. Yes, indeed, in cargo. Right. Oh, goodness, we can sell bricks. What? Why do we sell bricks? I get that they're important for building things, but I'd imagine that clay can be found in most places. I mean, it's everywhere here. It's why the water doesn't run off. But, I do like the sort of updated images. These are kind of cute, and there's more different items as well, which is lovely. Yeah, brick seems a bit weird, but never mind. Everything seems to be a bloody ton more expensive than it was before. Man alive! I remember things were like, 3 or 4 gold each, not hundreds and hundreds. There's been a lot of inflation, hasn't there? All right, let's sell the silk for 22 grand. Suddenly I'm a very rich man indeed. Goodness. I'll probably find that the ships are stupidly more expensive. I'll sell the leather as well. Good. We've also got some food and some rum. Okay, now this is an important thing which I didn't twig before. So one of the other small things that I learned out of perusing the manual very briefly is that you have supplies of food and rum on your ship, which are then consumed over time by your crew. And you can improve morale by giving them more rum, and you can make your rations go further by giving them less, but then that will damage their morale. So that much makes sense. We've then got a few bits of ammunition, although interestingly not any bombs. What's gunpowder for? Invented in China, gunpowder is needed for a ship's cannons. Without it, they'll be as quiet as the fishes. The captain will need to make sure there is still gunpowder in his cargo hold and fill up his supplies regularly. You can launch a barrel with 300 units as anti-ship mine. Ah, mines. That'll go really freaking badly. Right. All sorts of other things here, but not all that much to worry about. I do notice that the food and rum supplies do seem to be terribly low, but I was told not to buy anything else. Forgive my hiccups. What's auto trade? Other than a website where you buy cars, but don't worry about that. Forgive my hiccups. I only had a little fruit juice before this to try and fight off the scurvy. Just move the mouse about 6 miles across the desk, and then eventually we might be able to see if we can go up here. Let me in! I want to steal your things! Except apparently I'm not allowed to do that. I have a vague memory of the mouse sensitivity being very low in the inside shops in the base game as well, for some strange reason. Wouldn't worry about that. Right, still raining, but let's carry on with life. Now that we have money to hire extra crew, let us go to the tavern. Hurrah! To the boozing establishment, my favourite. Is there, there are hidden things that'll do a bit of money. If there's one thing that I think was probably missing from the base game, it would be some form of, like, crime and punishment, whereby, instead of just, oh, you started a fight, well, in that case, we're going to chop your head off. It'd be a little bit more intelligent than that, and, you know, if you're actually seen stealing things, like in people's houses, for example, then they come and arrest you and put you in prison for a period of time. Which I think would be kind of cute, I think. Right, let's have a go at this. Here we can hire some crews. I'm not sure I'm a good officer for your ship at the tavern. Talk to people and maybe we'll get lucky. No comment. To recruit some new crew, talk to the tavern keeper who is standing by the bar. Select a ship to assign the crew to, and then select hire. Pay attention to crew morale, though. Then press the action key to pay the gold and hire the seaman. Get your heads out like guts of a crying out loud. One thing I did notice actually whilst playing the base game a little bit in my own time was that the morale of the crew that you hire is actually significant, as Malcolm is suggesting here. The crew that you're hiring have a base level of morale, which then influences the morale of your crew. So if you go somewhere and you hire them where their morale is very poor, and you hire a load of people, that will bring down the average morale of your crew. If you go somewhere and you're lucky and the morale is very high, then it will naturally bring it up just because you're bringing in, happy people. But yeah, it's worth paying attention to that. Right, should we see if we can get lucky?
Always a pleasure, Captain.
I don't think that I can do that, on camera, so we'll just have to leave that for a different day, I think. Right, you look like an experienced sea dog. There isn't a lag in this, I just made that up as I went along. Alright, you shush up. I'm guessing you want to play a game of... You want to play a bit? I read it on your face, you are lucky in the gamble. No thank you. Yeah, I had a funny feeling he would be, preferring a game of cards to anything else. Live, why is the mouse sensitivity so low in buildings? It doesn't make sense. What about you? I think you're a smuggler, aren't you? Doesn't say. How can I help you? You can't. Goodbye. Yeah, that's what the smugglers say. Alright, so it seems like we can't hire an officer immediately. And Nathan Hawke seems to slow down significantly, but never mind. Sorry, madam, I haven't changed my mind. Right, hello.
Have a pint with me, you old salt.
It's a ventriloquist as well. Welcome, welcome. You'll find everything your heart desires here. If you don't have it, I know where to get it. Thank you very much. I would like to hire some crew, please. Yes, for my little ship. Available for hire, 50 people. Oh, okay, so it automatically defaults to hiring everybody. That's nice. How much is that? Quite a lot of money, but we won't worry about it. It's necessary, so let's get on with it. I do like a lot of the imagery. I don't know where they've got it, or if they've made it themselves, but it's all very in keeping, isn't it? I like that. Haha, in keeping. Get it? Because he's an innkeeper. Sorry. I didn't mean that to be a pun, but I said it, and I was vaguely proud of it. So please don't be grumpy at me. Right. Now we must repair the ship. Indeed. It does seem that everything's sort of slightly brighter colours. I don't know. Well, I mean, of course it's on purpose. I'm sure they didn't do it by accident. But yes, it seems sort of the foliage and the and everything really is just a bit sharper, which is mostly nice, I think. Let me in. I need to repair my ship. If you don't hurry, it's going to sink with all this rain. Never mind. We'll wait for Malcolm to play catch up. Let's see if there's any sneaky things. I'll go into the dungeon. Oh, I can't. Interesting. Strange thought crossed. A thought crossed my mind. Whatever the hell that is. No, a thought crossed my mind, which was wondering whether you had to access the dungeon by going in through the cave entrance and working your way back out into the town, which might be an interesting way of doing things. Right. Yes, indeed. Here we can repair the ship, upgrade her, sell her, or buy a different one. You can also install different cannons. What do you know about upgrading stuff? Fix all. Yes. Do the same with the sales. Yeah. Okay. It's not about upgrades. I did notice that on the. Why am I moving so slowly? I really don't know. Yeah, I did notice that in the manual as well. It mentioned something about upgrading your ship to make it better, which I find curious. A word appeared in the upper left corner of the screen then, just for an instant. I swear, one day they're going to make a mod where you can go through this bloody door. They're also going to make a mod where you can actually turn the mouse around in a decent period of time. Interesting, they've changed most of the character models.
Ships here, not dinghies.
Oi. I'm not whoever I was the last time when my ship got sunk almost immediately. Never mind. I'm in need of your expert knowledge. Alright, my dock besides the fort is available for you. If you want, I'll tell my dock master to tow your ship in. Then we can survey the damage and tell you how much time and money it will take. Time? Interesting. I may just consider trading in and buying a new one. Does it actually take Does it actually take time? Cannot buy. Too expensive. Of course not. It's my ship, for crying out loud. No, don't sell it. I need that. Interesting. So I noticed this here. Are these all British designs? Okay. Interesting. Presumably because it's a British colony, so that's what makes sense. Because I do recall that in the game there were different sort of liveries, if you want a better terminology, of the individual types of ship. So you could have like a green frigate or an orange frigate or whatever, based on what different country it was from. So I'm glad to see that they formalised that a little bit more. I don't know what these squares are supposed to be. It's either there to try and tell me that I need to get the jackass bark. The jackass bark. Why is it called that? Oh dear, I don't know, but that's vaguely amusing. Alright, I don't know what this is. I know I've got 7 million of, but that's quite a grand sum of money. But I do actually seem to have enough money that I could... No, actually, I don't think I could upgrade anything. Everything's too expensive, isn't it? I could just afford one of those, but there's not much point in that, because I've got a level 6 ship, so why would I want a level 8 one? But never mind. Yeah, look, I mean, it's better in every bloomin' way. Okay, no, it's not. It's slightly slower, but it's vastly better in every other Witcher way, but never mind. What kind of upgrade can I get? Ooh, how interesting. A copper sheath prevents the accumulation of seaborne detritus on the hull, resulting in increased performance. Bronze cannons. For those who can afford them, bronze cannons have greater accuracy over iron. Ah, so I can get all sorts of upgrades and things. That's really cool. Reinforced hull, stays, long top mast. How very exciting. How very exciting. What other things can I do? Repaint. So I can sort of change the colouring. Varnished hull with the red trim and green markings, or a dark colour and red markings. That's really cool. I like that there's a bit more customization that you can do. Did I actually repair the ship? I may have slightly completely forgotten to do that. Sorry about that.
Yes, sir, we can patch you right up.
Let's have a chat. Yes, I want to repair my ship, please. How long is this going to take? Does it say? Well, that was quick. There we are. That's my money sorted out anyway. Is this how much money he's got? He's bloomin' rich if he is. Oh golly! Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot of stuff. Hang on a minute. Repairs completed in 5 days. 5 days? I've been standing in this office for 5 days? Anyone would think it was a car mechanic shop. Never mind. You've been out for 4 days. Yeah, all the food's gone down quite severely. Can I have a quick look at my cargo hold, please? I think my food and rum have gone down because time has passed. That's very interesting. There's a lot more depth to this game than I would have otherwise imagined. There we are. That's better. Because last time we tried to do this, it weirdly skipped it all, but never mind. I can give you some suggestions for what to do now if you like, but I must tell you something. The thing that you told me on the ship earlier about wanting to retire, but don't worry about it. I'm old, as my white beard proves, and tired of sailing. Or maybe you just spilled a lot of milk in it, I don't bloody know. For permission, I'd like to leave your ship and retire here. Well, retire to the tavern, that is. It was good to meet you, Captain, but my days are for drink and gambling now. Never mind. You were alright, but never mind. Okay, so I can get advice about all sorts of things. Direct sailing, what's this? Direct sailing is simple if you've got the correct gear and a good sense of orientation. The meaning of direct sailing is that you can now sail from one island to another while 3D sailing view. No need to go back to the world map to sail from island to island anymore. How curious. However, using the world map will be quicker than 3D sailing, but direct sailing gives you the opportunity to enjoy the view as you sail directly. You may find some floating cargo or treasure along the way, or even encounter other ships. How exciting. Alright, I think we'll manage. There was a thing about saying options to tell me what to do next, but he probably just told me to get into debt like the last Malcolm did. But never mind, I think I'm on my own now, and I've got to figure out what to do with myself. I'm going to try and find a house I can steal some stuff from. I can't even go in that one, even if it were unlocked, which it doesn't seem to be. But yes, we can see that they've got different uniforms, which presumably are more accurate. Interestingly, they've got themselves a rifle, as well as a sword, which is exciting. What do you have to say for yourself?
No argy-bargy on my watch.
Yes, thank you for saying that utterly excellent phrase. Do you think it's easy to protect our city? It's not a city, mate. It's not even a village. It's more of a square. I remember once. Yeah. Shush up. Can I, town? Oh, golly, somebody needs to pay the gardener a bit more. This has been listed out of the French island, hasn't it? How very interesting. Who are you? You seem like a guard of some form. How are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. Travelling by foot has become really rather dangerous recently. There are a lot of privateers who are short of cash, and they rob travellers, even in towns. You aren't safe anymore. Many people nowadays are being killed in their homes, or definitely not by me invading them in order to steal things, or in back alleys where the guards do not patrol. If there is no local citizen... and if it is no local citizen, but a traveller like you and me, no one is really eager to catch the murderer. But after every murder, the guards become very vigilant for some time and clear the streets of all those petty criminals. Interesting, thank you for telling me that. Many travellers look like vagabonds or beggars are actually wealthy merchants carrying a lot of money, but they disguise themselves as poor people because rich travellers are frequently robbed. Ah, this What? Really like Joe? Has he stolen my money? Oh, you absolute bastard!
This can't be happening.
You dirty thief! You stole all my money! You actually achieved nothing here. Oh my god. Apart from the fact that I've got no money in my pocket and you've got a lot of money in your pocket, but... I just lost like 30 grand! Oh my giddy aunt. Maybe we'll wait until I catch you alone. I thought that I was having a nice chat with a nice good Samaritan, but no! I got my stuff stolen by a big meanie face. How do I save the game? Quick save. Okay. Good, because this man is about to die! I don't care if this buggers everything. Die, you absolute beast. I don't know if the guards are going to consider me the aggressor here. But, this man is going to... Oh, Hank, no! I thought he was dead! When it made that noise, I thought he was dead and I'd won. I didn't realise I'd gone up a level. Oh, for crying out loud, I'm not very good at this, am I? Well, I don't care, I'm going to have another go at it. I'm going to bloody kill him this time. Absolute beast. You regain consciousness after a long feverish sleep? Oh, it's you again. Let's not even think about what may have happened in the intermediate period. Just shush. I don't care. I've lost all my stuff. I'm not interested. How the hell do I load? How do I load back to where I'm supposed to? Oh, I can go to first person now. How curious. How do I load a save? I press escape, but there's no like menu where I can quit or anything. I've lost all my bloomin' stuff. How the hell do I load a game? But like load a previous save, because pressing escape isn't doing anything. This is a real bloomin' problem. Seriously, I don't actually know how do I quit even? I don't know how to do that. Oh dear, this is a problem. There must be like a quick load button or something maybe. I better not save over what I've just done. Press a few F buttons. Oh, F1. Here we are. Right. Okay. Why you didn't make that escape? I don't know, but never mind. Yes, I wish to load this, and I wish to do a little bit better this time than last time. Right. I get the distinct impression that when I kill him, I'm a bit worried why that little gold coin isn't spinning around. There we are. It's better. You and cake bread. What a stupid bloody name. Stupid name and stupid sleeves. Wait, no. The last time I tried to talk to someone, I got my stuff stolen. I'm not talking to anyone ever again. Honestly, people wonder why I'm a bloomin' introvert. Right. I shall wait until this man is slightly less conspicuous, and then I will murder him! Right. Time for murdering. How do I shoot him in the bum? There we are. Huzzah! I shot him! This time, I'm not going to put my sword away halfway through the fight. I didn't know, for crying out loud, that was... Oh goodness, I've been stabbed in the bum by someone. How many people are actually going to try and kill me? I don't know. Can I have my money back, please? Because that's all I bloomin' want at this point. There we are. Are the guards going to attack me? Possibly, but we'll have to find that out in a minute. Oh god! Oh goodness! This lady's got us. There's a big sword, and there's something in. There's a big bit of bacon in her hand or something. I'm terribly sorry. Oh golly! Oh, what I wanted to do better at this. I can't play the game. I've only got 500 quid for crying out loud. Oh, man alive. Load the blooming game. Get on with it. Why won't you let me load the game? It won't let me load, apparently, for reasons I don't understand. This is not going tremendously brilliantly. Just load. Why won't it load? I don't understand. Why can't I press any of the blooming buttons? Just load the save. This isn't going absolutely brilliantly. You know, I mean, even if I could load it, I'm still lost all my blooming money. Crying out loud. I thought that man was just having a nice chat with me. I didn't realise he was going to pinch all my stuff for crying out loud. Could I delete it? Would it let me do that? No, it won't let me do anything. Why can't I load? It's not difficult, is it? Just load the blooming thing like you did last time. Right, hang on. I'm going to try quitting the game and restarting it. Give me a minute. Right. You may be wondering where my rather fetching vest has come from. Or, for that matter, why I've got a completely different sword. Or why I'm standing in a completely different place. Try as I may, I couldn't get it to load the save, right? I clicked on it and I clicked on it and nothing happened. So I thought, never mind. Even if I did go back to the save, I'd still have lost all my money. So, I'll just start a new game, right? So I started a new game, and I tried to skip the tutorial, but I think it skipped too much of the game, right? It skipped this whole section here on what isn't, I think, Ox Bay. And it chucked me on a beach when I was wearing this gold vest. I have no idea why. So I thought, oh no, that skipped too much of it. I just wanted to go back to where I was in the tutorial instead of skipping past the whole thing. So I thought, right, I'll start another new game. Except for some bizarre reason, it spawned me wearing this weird golden piece of armour thing, which is actually a really good piece of armour. And then in the box, there was no pistol, which is why I haven't got a pistol, but it did give me a much better weapon than the silly saber that it started with before. So that's fantastic. However, then something rather bizarre and mysterious happened, which I will show you now. I think I'm going to put this bit in at the end, otherwise the continuity of this isn't going to make any sense. I'm just trying to walk through this door, and all of a sudden it's talking to me. And there's this weird bit of text here at the bottom that says, hey, you there in front of the keyboard, this is a building that you created, so how about creating your own dialogue as well? Just use Notepad to open the file, blah 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 blah, and overwrite this text with your own, then follow the instructions in the comments. What the hell is all that about? I don't know, but I'm just going to take a quick photograph of that little file path and see if I can find it later. I'm going to put something in the comments about that. I mean something in the description. What is this? Why am I talking to a building? I'm so confused. You're a welcome guest. I had to hear us say the story. Hey. This is so weird. You chat for hours and learn a lot. What the bloody hell is I think I may have drunk a little bit too much rum and have gone completely bananas. Never mind, it doesn't matter. And then, whilst I was talking literally to a bloody brick wall, it said that I'd been chatting for a long time and I'd learned a lot, and then I went through the door and it was 10:30 at night according to the clock, and all the doors were locked. Everywhere. I couldn't go into other parts of the town, couldn't go into the store, couldn't go to the shipwright, couldn't even go to the tavern. Everywhere was locked. And I couldn't find any way of moving the time forward. So I was locked in town, time wouldn't pass forward, and because it was the middle of the night, no one was open, so I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't even go back to my ship. So I got stuck there, and I couldn't go anywhere or do anything. So that save failed. So that didn't go brilliantly. So I thought we'll try it again. Except then I got about, I don't know, as far as the store, and then it crashed. And then I did it again, and I was in the tavern hiring crew, and realised I'd picked the wrong ship, and I had a lugger instead of a brig. But then I did it again, and yeah, I still had my gold vest the entire time. But anyway, I've finally got us back roughly to where we were, except we haven't gone through that door, and we haven't had anything pilfered off us, which is great. One thing which I have noticed, however, is that either the prices of the goods that I sold at the store or the amount that I start with seems to be randomized, because I earned a lot less this time around than I did last time. I only earned about 20,000 instead of 30,000, which is interesting, but it doesn't matter. Let's just leave before we find any bloody pickpockets that are going to steal all my things. Who's trying to kill me? He says danger, but I don't know who is dangerous. He's playing the danger music of scariness. There's a man there with a gun, with some sort of swords and pistols and stuff, but I don't really know who's dangerous. I might just run away before anything else goes wrong. Oh dear, this has not been a brilliant beginning, and I apologise for that, but never mind. Let me worry a lot. Even the guards aren't reacting. What on earth is going on? Never mind. Let me get in my ship and see if we can sail somewhere. Ooh, what's this? The cargo hold. Oh, I can go into the cargo hold. What can I find? Probably nothing, because I sold all my cargo, but all the same. Oh, what is that? What is this? It was a box of some kind of ship chest. Ooh, cooking with albatross. I don't know if albatrosses are in danger. They probably are. And by in danger, I mean endangered. But we won't worry about it. Alright, so presumably here I can look at my sort of stocks of various different bits and bobs. Can I go through here? Crew quarters, I can indeed. How very interesting. Hello, friends. I like that you sleep with the cannons. That's cute. And we can go back up to deck. Marvellous. Excellent. Where is the steering wheel of this fine contraption? The rudder. Here we are. Go to sea. Yes. Can I save here or not? No, I can't. Oh dear. Okay, I need to find somewhere that I can go. I have a really bad feeling about how this is going to go, but I just want to get to a different island, and then we'll leave it there for an episode, and we'll figure something else out later. Oh golly! Right. There's all sorts of... Oh, are those the French? Oh dear. Oh dear. Those are the French, aren't they? Again, you can't see the HUD because my face is in the way.
Make sail! Ahoy!
Crying out, shut up. This is pathetically slow, but never mind. Are those good guys or are those French guys? Not to suggest the French people are bad people, but you know what I mean. How do I use my,
Strike them down!
No.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
Oh, I've got to do something about that. How do I use my... What is the... Spyglass, that's the bloody word I'm looking for. Controls. Right, hang on a minute. Sailing in first person. How do I... Fire manual shot? No. Turn off and on spyglass. Control. Right, okay. You could have told me that earlier. Right, are these English guys or French guys? I don't know. I can't see anything from here. From the names and the fact that the flags don't seem to have any red on them, I'm guessing they're French. Okay. Let me go up to the front here if I can, and not really see anything. I think there's another ship in that direction, but I can't see. Yes, okay. I think those are the French. I think they've come to attack what isn't Ox Bay, but I'm just going to get the hell out of here before they try and sink me. More port. What the hell is the difference? Sail, map, usability. There we are. Okay, right. Okay, right. I think we're ready to, Seahorse. Yeah. Oh, I see. Does this just take me back to my, yes, indeed. All right. There's a little rat. Hello, little rat. See all of my friendly people here.
Sir.
What did you think about our last fight? I don't remember anything like that. We haven't been in a fight yet. Glorious carnage. Yes, it was marvellous. It hasn't happened yet. Let's try that again. Are they still here? Yes, they are. They don't seem to be attacking me, which is marvellous. Okay, right. So presumably I could like change my flag, that sort of thing. But I'm slightly worried about doing that in case I hoist the pirate flag by accident. Okay, let me see if I can get on the map. Now, where am I going? I just want to go anywhere and not crash into things. There we are. I like the little icons for the ships. They're very cool. Now, that is the shape of the French island. Goodness only knows if it actually...
Lando!
Indeed. Goodness knows if it actually is the French island or not. But let's just find somewhere that we can moor, and then everything will be marvellous. Huzzah! We're here! Indeed. French colours, French colours, French colours. Everything's got French colours. Okay, this probably is the French island then. Those are all in red, which perhaps suggests the French don't like me. Can I look at my relations book? Do the French like me? I don't know which of these is the French. Which of these is the French? Is that the French? That's the Dutch. That's the Spanish. That's the Portuguese. That's the pirates, and that's probably the English, the French. Okay, so I think, who am I? Here am I. Okay, I'm hostile with the French and the pirates, naturally, but everyone else is pretty much all right. Okay, so the one place that I shouldn't have come is here, except I have. Brilliant! I'm such a good navigator and such a bloody moron. Okay, this looks like the Spanish. That's a bloody load of pirates. I'm not going anywhere near them.
Dry land.
I don't know where this is, but it will do. I don't care where it is, but it will do. Okay, right, what do we got here? Pirate colours. Oh no. Yep, some Dutch. Yeah, see, look, that there, the flag is outlined in white versus these ones which are all red. Okay. Let's go here and see if we get sunk. Can I save here? Yes, I can. Good, because I'm going to. The graphics are a lot nicer, aren't they? Very snazzy indeed. Okay, right, let's see if we can sail. Okay, you can see some of the Dutch are over there. I don't know where the French or the pirates are. But let's sail somewhere before we crash into this rock. Well, this is a problem. I've gained a level. I don't know how, because I've just lost a mast. I don't even know who this island belongs to. Well, they don't seem to like me very much. Maybe it's a pirate island. I haven't got a bloody clue. Man alive, this game is really difficult. I don't know what I'm doing. You'd think I'd know because I've played the base game so very much, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I'm so stupid. Okay, right. I'm gonna guess that's an island of bad people. Let's go somewhere else. The islands are a lot closer together, aren't they? Mind you, I do move a lot slower. Alright, let's just go somewhere. As long as it's not French and it's not pirates, which are somehow the two places I managed to find, we'll be alright.
Land how?
Indeed! Let's wait for it to be daytime and let's just see. Please, please, please. In the name of Davy Jones, can we just find someone that don't want to kill me? British! Huzzah! The British are here! I'm so blooming happy. Oh my giddy. Oh, Pirate Settlement Port. That's probably where I ended up last time. I'm not being shot at yet? Okay, I don't know what the difference between port and moor is. What? Port? What's the difference? I don't bloomin' know anymore. Okay. Hooray! We got somewhere and no one shot at me. Oh my giddy arm, this is bloody gorgeous. Alright. I'm so freaking dead. I'm so bad at this game. Oh my word, I love it, but I'm really bad at this. Okay. I'm slightly scared of talking to anyone because I feel like they're all just gonna pick my pocket. But maybe that was just really bad luck that I found them. What does this say? Nothing that I can read. It just says, oh, it's a tavern. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't really know what I'm here to do. I need to find some sort of missions or something. Have the French invaded Oxbay? Not Oxbay then. Hello, sir. I'm going to save because I'm afraid.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
You've got a fine accent on you. You have a nice house here. It'd be a real pity if it were to burn down tonight, wouldn't it? And houses burn oh so easily. Take a teeny tiny little match here to turn your home into a pile of ashes, and even your very own prayer. Got it? But not to worry. Just pay me 1,000 gold and I'll make sure nothing happens. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I have a problem with the town's guards. Oh, interesting. I'm not going to talk to you, because if I do, it'll probably get to 10 PM, and then I won't be able to, If I just take these, will you get grumpy at me? Yes! Yes, you will! And now the game has slowed down, but never mind. Is he going to chase me out here? No. Okay, that's grand. I'm kidding. I mean, it makes sense that you can't just walk into someone's house, steal their stuff, and, you know, they just wander off without a care. You know, it makes sense as much as it's a pain in the bum, but never mind. Goodness gracious! I think it's time we hightailed it out of here! I don't know what this island is, but it's a bit scary. What the hell is that sticking out of the ground? This game is a hell of a lot different than I thought it would be. Alright. Can we find, a bank? Yes, how exciting. What's this? I know what it was for a moment. Is this the home of the governor? The Naval Academy? How exciting. Can I join up with the army or something? No, because there's no one here. Well, I could pitch whatever I like and no one would know. Except there may be some guards by the door I came in, except I've got to move the camera, which is going to take about half an hour. Nope, there's nobody here. Right, time to steal stuff. Oh, these boxes can't be opened. It's a bit of a shame. I wanted to steal things. I could steal this blooming grey ship. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Why did you make a ship this big? It's about the right size for a cat, but nothing else. Alright, it doesn't seem like there's anything that I can take or steal, which is a damn shame, but never mind. Never mind. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I thought that was some sort of governor's mansion. Oh no, this will be the governor's mansion. I just want to find like a quest or something that we can begin for next time. This used to be a shipyard in the base game, this room, but never mind. Hello. I've been told you've gone to great lengths to request an audit. I have. You wouldn't believe the number of islands I've sailed around, the number of people that shot at me, the number of game crashes I've got to go through. Anyway, I'm here and I'm begging for work. There are some hostiles in the water. Oh no. Oh no. You want me to sink them, don't you? You must destroy the 16-gun naval light brig. You mean exactly the same as me. You sink her, I'll reward you with 3,100 gold. Oh my giddy aunt. That's gonna be very bloomin' dangerous, but we might give it a try. Can I have a look at my quest book, please? General quest. Ship hunting of what? Oh yes, this is the one I'm trying to do now. Okay, so that's an island, and I don't think it's the island that we're on right now. Oh, right. So the French did attack, and I do need to go and tell the governor. The trouble is that I've gone to the wrong island, I think. The English colony, Port Royal on the island of Jamaica. Right. And we're actually talking about real islands, it seems, instead of just silly made-up ones. Right. I've gone the wrong place again. At least, you know, this place isn't trying to sink me. It's trying to do other things that will sink my reputation if I go into such buildings. We shan't worry about that. I'm now suspicious of men in stripy clothes. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's have a look at the trade book. Where's the trade book? Is it the colonies? What island am I currently on? I am not there. I'm not there. I am... That's where I've just been. I actually have no idea where I am. It must be a British island, and all of these islands are either Dutch or Spanish thus far. Could I be here? I'm on... Charleston? Is it called? Port Royal? No, I'm looking for a specific... Here we are. Ah, right. Okay. So, importing, sell, or... buy. Okay, yes. Oh, so these are like the prices, but presumably I don't know because I haven't been to the store yet. Oh. I was going to say, let's buy something that they are exporting from here, and then we could take it to wherever Port Royal is, which was on here somewhere. I did see it for a moment. Here we are. Yes, Jamaica, indeed. And then we could import it here. Oh wait, no, it does say what they're importing. It doesn't say the prices. Okay, that's fair enough. So are they exporting either plank, cinnamon, silk, or sandal from Nevis? Planks. Right, we've got enough bloody planks. We've got one right here playing the blooming game. Frame rate seems a bit gammy, which is a bit worrying. Where was the store? I thought I saw a sign for the store, but I don't remember where it was. Let's see if we can find the store. Yes, here we are. Let's buy some planks, and we'll see if we can sell them in Port
yes,
Royal.
what can I do for you?
I'd buy some goods, please. I should like to buy some planks. Yes, indeed. Don't know how many planks I'm going to buy. I don't know. 300. Oh. No, I can't buy 300 planks because I can only carry this many. Never mind, I'll buy 250 planks, please. There we are. Do I need to buy some more rum? Bloody hell, that's expensive. I've only got like 6 left, and I feel like my crew might mutiny if I don't. Fine. Let's buy... Bloody hell, that's expensive. Fine, let's buy 20 rum, and we'll buy some food as well. This is probably a really expensive place to buy things, but don't worry about it. We'll just have to live with it for the time being. You've been out 2 days. How have I been out 2 days? I've had 2 conversations and a little bit of commerce. How is that taking me 2 blooming days? I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can find our way to Port Royal, and we'll sell these things, have a quick chat with the governor, and then I think we'll leave it at that for the day. Otherwise, I am going to get in trouble for uploading the world's longest video to this site. So, you have a nice shirt, man. How very bright and cheery. Right, let us go to sea. Presumably the strength of the wind determines the actual wind strength that you can't see because it's behind my flapping pie hole, so I apologise for that. Where am I going? Yes, of course. What am I looking for? Jamaica. Where's Jamaica? Is that... No, that's Cuba, for crying out loud. Where's Jamaica? Is that Jamaica? I think that's Jamaica. Right, okay. Onward! You've only been gone about 4 days, but don't worry about it. I was just getting my bearings.
Rando!
Oh, hush up. I need to get to Jamaica, which is all the bloomin' way over there. We'll probably encounter a lot of pirates before then, but never mind. So I can see... Okay, yeah, look, my food quantity is 17, good for 19 days. Rum quantity 23, good for 52 days. Okay, so we got plenty of time to get there, I think. Right, and the year is 1750, if you're wondering. Nearly tea time, essentially. Dear. Yeah, nearly at Jamaica. Good. And the pirates seem to have got stuck on the tip of the landmass, so isn't that bloomin' marvellous? This is very stressful. There's a lot to learn and a lot to pick up on, and it's all frankly a bit scary. I think we managed to survive that. Not bloody holy sure how, but never mind. It's all fine and dandy. Indeed it is. Hello, we are here. Oh my giddy aunt. So I really do need to stay stocked up on my food and rum. What have we seen? British colours, pirate colours, yes indeed, how very scary. Yep, a couple were pirates, and mostly British people, that's all grand. Okay, right, this seems to be the rough equivalent of Redmond, so let us moor here. I don't get what the difference between mooring and porting is. What's the difference between those two things? Does it make any difference? Oh, I think the difference is, by going to the port, you actually go to the port, and by mooring, you're just stopping your ship. Right, is my ship, which has been docked in a perfectly sensible manner, which seems strange. But never mind. Alright, oh interesting, they're wearing a different uniform here, despite also being British. Alright, Oh, I can fast travel. I can fast travel to all sorts of places. Tailor shops, blacksmith, East India Trading Company, opium den. Bloomin' hell. Okay, I think this is going to be really interesting because it does seem like they've really expanded the game and they've put a lot more stuff in, which is really, really interesting and exciting. I'm not exactly sure when New Horizons started, per se. I know there's some stuff in the manual that says that people began modding the game almost immediately, mostly for the sake of trying to sort out bugs, and I think the game came out in 2003, so it would make sense that they started around about then just trying to fix various bugs with the game. But when exactly New Horizons came along as a sort of wholly packaged together, and you're wearing different uniforms. Again, weird. I also didn't make a note of how much I bought those planks for, so I've got no idea if I'm actually going to turn a profit here or not, but we'll find out in a minute. Find that in editing and everything else.
Good to see you. And your money.
I think I paid like 5 or 6 grand for the planks, I think. So if I sell these, I'm going to get 5 grand. I'm convinced I paid more than that for them, but never mind. Dear oh dear oh dear. And this rum is so bloody expensive. Why is it so much money to buy rum, for crying out loud? And how does that take 2 days, for crying out loud? Never mind. But now it's 9 PM, which means it's the middle of the night. And if we are unlucky, the tavern won't be open. No, the tavern is open. Grand, grand, grand. Given that there are still people wandering around, I wonder if I can still access the governor's mansion and we can have a quick chat with the old...
I'd asked Pirate I met, got
What?
fitted for a
Where are you
wooden
going?
leg.
I must talk to the governor. It's a very important affair. I must talk about a French attack. What news? Why didn't you tell me before? Go right on in. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's have a quick chat and then we'll end the episode there. Otherwise, we're going to be here all bloomin' day.
Bonjour, monsieur. At your
Oh, it's
service.
you. You interesting old sausage dog. Okay, let's just relax. I don't think anything else can go wrong, at least not yet.
In this port, my word is the law
Yes,
of England.
yes, it's you. Hello. Looking for a letter to legalise my actions on behalf of the British nation. What if my actions are mischievous? Yes, there has been an attack on the settlement of Barbados. This is most unsettling news. Indeed, they were not just pirates, they were French ships and French troops. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I managed to sail away because they didn't attack me, bizarrely. I'm sorry this is going to affect your ship. How so? Yes, indeed, we've lost all our ships against the campaign, so I'm going to need to commandeer your ship. Yes, this is going to go tremendously well, but never mind. Is this going to be very similar to what we've done before? Access information about the French troops in the neighbouring colony on the island. You may sneak across the jungle, penetrate the city walls. Yes, this seems very similar, so that's all right. We can try and find some other quests that it's not overly similar to what we've done before, but we'll see how it goes. Is there anything else you'd like to say? I assure you will be compensated. For now, I will provide you with a letter to indicate that if necessary you are acting on my behalf, but don't try to fool me. If you slip away from your duties, I will announce that you are a pirate. Interesting. So there is a lot more detail in the diplomacy, in that there are all sorts of letters and documents and all sorts of bits and bobs that are important to the playing of the game and not bollocking everything up. So isn't that lovely? What's that? I haven't seen that door before. Is that to the trading company? No, that's another naval HQ. Interesting. I wonder what that has to do with each other. It doesn't actually seem to be anyone there the last time I've been there. But never mind. Let's wonder why there's a soldier in here. What's his name? Gary Kiss. I'm sure Gary does many things in his day off when he's at the tavern, but we don't discuss them.
Fish or clam?
Oh, not that again. I still don't know what it means. Oh dear. Can I have a rum? Can I have a snooze? Just till tonight, until tomorrow afternoon. Just for them. Just till the morning would be decent, if I'm honest. Fine, just a few hours. What? If you want to wait, you can do that here. Take a seat and enjoy a drink.
Have a pint with me, old soul.
I'm so confused. Got any rumours you can tell me? I hear the vicar's very worried over in Bridgetown. You look like a captain. Perhaps you could help him. Oh. Interesting. Alright. Never mind. We won't get a night's rest, because as much as I enjoyed doing that in the base game, because there were always things you could pinch and pilfer. But never mind. Alright, I think we'll have to leave it there, because I started playing this a long time ago. And the time in game is not dissimilar from the time in real life, so you'll forgive me if I choose to leave it there. Okay. A lot has happened. It's all really bloomin' confusing, but I feel like I'm getting vaguely to grips with things. It looks like it's going to be a lot more expensive, if for no other reason than, you know, I have to constantly buy all this bloody expensive rum. But I think we can get through this. I think going for the Nathan Hawke campaign is the same. I'm sorry if you were looking to see something that's, you know, vastly and completely different from what we saw in the base game, but I need to start somewhere that I know at least vaguely what I'm doing and have some sense of familiarity with it. So I'm just going to have to stick with what I know. And this is what I know, so, you know, here we are. But, yes, I think we'll have another little look around the town. We'll see if we can find, like, a dungeon. We might visit some of these other places, sort of find about these tailor shops and blacksmiths, and see if the trading company ever has any quests for us, that sort of thing. We hopefully won't get robbed again, but we will. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying exploring this, seeing what the community has put together in here, as I think this is quite a big sort of community project, or sort of people sort of combining things together rather than just being like, you know, a single person's project. So I think that is very nice indeed. So I'm eager to see more of it and see what other stuff it's got in it. But I think we're gonna perhaps take it a little bit more slowly than what I've tried to do in this episode. So perhaps just try to tackle one bit at a time rather than trying to achieve too much. But I think, with the exception of not having a pistol, I have landed on my feet somewhat with this piece of armour and this sword, which I think will fare me better in some degrees of combat. So yes, we'll see how it goes. Take it slowly. Is there a dungeon? No, but there is a house. Interesting, which I can't rob from anymore. Not without having to kill the people in it, but never mind. But yeah, I like this. I hope that you will enjoy it as well, as we explore through this and see what New Horizons has to offer us. I'll try to get hold of a pistol in the next episode as well. That can be my goal, at least to begin with. We'll see if we can get hold of a pistol. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that then. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.